Is the BMW 330e the best 3 Series you can buy? Well, it's certainly in the mix. Say you're looking to buy one from a company perspective and you don't want to pay much benefit in kind tax. This is a cheat code because a 320i you have to pay at least 226% more in tax. And today I've been given this car by I&S Car Centre, so thank you to those guys. And today I'm going to review it. I'm Max Tavani. Welcome to Driven Plus. So under the bonnet of the 330e, it's a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine mated with a 12 kilowatt-hour battery. Now the engine itself produces around 180 horsepower and the electric motor produces around 108 horsepower. Combined, 288 horsepower and 420 newton meters of torque. Now this has a top speed of 143 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 5.9 seconds. So let's find out if that's true. So it's time to launch the BMW 330e from 0 to 60. On your screen now are the stats and figures on this car, so pause your screen if you want to divulge into them. Now this figure is really important. Say you're buying this as a company car. That means you're going to get to company meetings quicker. So this car does have launch control. I've got traction off, well half off, extra boost activated and gearbox in sport mode. Here we go. It is wet outside. That's really impressive. 5.97 seconds considering it's wet outside. Let's try one more because it did struggle for traction. Okay, run number 2. Oh, it hooked up much better then. This is going to be quick. Yeah, there we go. 5.72 seconds. There you go. Much better than what BMW say. Back to the review. Price-wise, you can pick up a 2020 model for around £20,000. This particular model here is for sale at I&S Car Centre for $20,995, which is a great price. But brand new, a 330e starts for around £45,000. But I'm not getting the battle of used versus new. Let someone else take the hit. One fall point about the 330e is its boot space. Now it still gives you a pretty decent size, 375 litres, good enough for business commuting, but say you've got kids or whatever, bear in mind that the regular 3 Series has more space, 105 litres more, because it doesn't have to accommodate for an electric motor. So make sure you know about that one before getting yourself into a 330e. Other than that though, the back end of these 3 Series, they do look great. It's a great mix of elegance and class. So, charging time. Say you are to use a 3-pin plug, the one you find at home, it will take around 5.5 hours to charge, which is perfect for overnight charging. Bear in mind, the 330e is only equipped with a 3.6 kilowatt-hour charger, so no matter what you use, such as a super duper powered one or a home charger, such as a 7 kilowatt-hour charger, it's still only ever going to take 3.5 hours to charge. It won't get any better. Inside of the car, it's no different to any other regular 3 Series line. Now this has the iDrive 7 built in, which is all the infotainment. It doesn't have the iDrive 8. The iDrive 8 comes with the facelift 3 Series. And if you want to watch my review on a facelifted 3 Series, such as an M340i, click on the pop-up banner now. Really quick car that. But I really do like the layout of this. Now everyone raves about the iDrive 8 with the big screens and that, and I have to admit, they look great. But one good thing about the iDrive 7 is it gives you all the physical buttons, which is what I much prefer. And this is still touchscreen as well. But one thing you do get with the 330e is different sub-menus for your car. So if you go in your car, you've got such as your driving information, energy flow as well. And when you come onto the driver's display here, you've got on the right side how much charge is in your battery, and on the left side you've got all your fuel gauges as well. Now here you've got your 2 cup holders and USB socket there, and behind there's a little storage. Great place to put your phone actually, it fits in perfectly there. Now all your infotainment controls is there. You've got your electronic handbrake there, all your sport buttons, your, as you can see there, battery control. You can set a little target as well of how much charge you want to maintain, which is good. Glove box is another good size. That's actually huge, that. And you've got a USB-C little socket there as well. As we look into there, that's a nice, I love the BMW finish on the glove box. It's like this velvet. It is great. And coming onto the steering wheel there, you've got your paddles there and your cruise control as well. But I think one thing which is always apparent with BMW is the build quality, the materials used, nice lovely soft leather, ambient lighting in here as well, and the seats are comfortable. Obviously it's vital that these seats are comfortable, because if you're going to use it for business use, they have to be comfortable going from, well, the other side of the country. Driven Plus is more than just YouTube car reviews. We do European tours and UK tours, and you can book on and explore places like here. And even places like here, jaw-dropping mountain passes. And places like here, Monaco. So if you'd like to join us on a trip of a lifetime, head over to our website now to book on your next adventure. But for now, let's get back to the video. Now the electric motor itself will drive the car up to 68 miles per hour, and then the engine will kick in. And BMW say it will drive on electric only mode up to a range of 37 miles, but I think you should expect much less. We've got around 70% left in the tank and we've got 11 miles range. Yes, okay, you've got conditions and everything, but remember, this is a used car. Batteries do deplete, so that's something you have to consider if you're buying used. Now, compared to a regular 3 Series, such as a 320i, you're going to feel a bit of difference in terms of driving dynamics, because the 330e weighs 270 kilos heavier than a regular 3 Series because of its hybrid system. But then again, are you really going to push on in this car? Probably not. But whilst we're on the subject of that, how does it present itself on the road? Well, I think BMW have done a fantastic job with the added weight. Now, because the electric motor is in the back of the car, there's a good split of weight. It feels well balanced when we come to a corner here. You know, the body control is good. It's got BMW DNA, rear wheel drive. The gearbox is good as well, and it pulls well. Yeah, BMW have done a good job. Feedback is good, and the steering weight as well gives you good feedback. Now, this particular 330e comes with 18-inch alloy wheels and 45 profile tyres, meaning it soaks up the bumps from the roads really well. It's really comfortable in here, it's quiet, and the ride is good. Now, I'm in engine mode at the moment. If we go over to electric only mode, it's so quiet in here, it's really soothing, it's really relaxing. And it is raining outside, so there's a bit of noise coming from the wipers and on the rain and the water from the road, but it's just a great ride. I like the split between the hybrid and the engine. Now, the gearbox is an 8-speed box. It works really nicely. Gear changes are silky smooth, and when you put it in sport mode and you play with the paddles as well, let me get up there, changes are pretty crisp as well. Yeah, good choice of gearbox. I have to remember, this is a fast car. When the electric motor and engine work together, it gives you almost 300 brake horsepower. We can put it in sport mode, and there's another little cheeky hack on this car called Extra Boost, and it gives you everything at once, and you plant your right foot to the floor. It goes well, bit of spin from the rear wheels there as well. It's a nice delivery of power though, it's smooth and it gets going. It's a fast car, remember that. Only minor thing I've noticed when driving a 330e is when you come into a built-up area and you go over some speed bumps, the rear can become a bit crashy because you've obviously got the added extra weight on the rear. That's the only time when you notice it. So the car does recharge whilst you're driving. It uses regenerative braking to recharge or recoup its energy like most hybrid or electric cars do. But it's good to know you've still got the engine there just in case you do lose all of its energy. So when you've got electric motor, the car is a 330e. When you've run out of charge, it becomes a heavy 320i. I think that's a good way to put it. Overall, the 330e is a great all-rounder. It looks great, it's got some poke about it, it's practical, and it's good on fuel. So since the start of my journey today, I've been averaging 53.1 to the gallon, which is really good. And obviously that's different between the electric only mode and the engine. So I'm impressed with that, to be fair. I'd like to thank I&S Car Centre for lending me this car to do this review on, so thank you to Nathan and those guys over there. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel for more of this content, and we'll see you soon. Cheers guys, goodbye.